What's good, YouTube? I'm back with another video. Let's talk about it. So I do want to share light on this story of this young man named Julian Brown who converted plastic into fume. Now, a lot of people is saying that Julian Brown is missing. No one hasn't heard from Julian since July. Now, he was posting a lot of videos on social media saying that something doesn't feel right. He also stated that he was being stalked. You know, he wanted people to know everything that was going on in his life, just in case something happened to him.
Look, it has a spotlight on it. There is a helicopter with a spotlight that keeps circling around me. It's so loud though, like I can't even go to sleep.
Right, so for those of you who have not seen my stories on Instagram, 2 nights ago I was sleeping in Alabama where I work with my reactor, and there was a helicopter that flew really low and had a spotlight at 10 o'clock at night. Flew over me, shined the spotlight right into my windshield, then flew away, came back, did it again, came back, did it again, came back, and did it again. It came 5 times, and this helicopter was flying so low I could feel the blades in my body. And I was recording it and posting it to my story, right? Letting everybody know what was going on. I was ready to leave. If it had done it a 6th time, I would have been gone.
Julian Brown is a black genius who discovered a way to convert plastic into fume. Julian been working on this project for 5 years.
I know that I'm not gonna live long. And that's why I put every day, every hour, every minute into building, into growing. Why am I out here working on this plastic into fuel reactor I've been working on for 5 years? Since I was 17. Why am I out here in 100-degree weather? Why am I out here despite being falsely accused and reported to the EPA and the IRS? Why am I out here despite weird black helicopters that turn off their radar transponder circling me 6 times at night? Why am I out here sleeping in my...
So in the last couple of months leading up to his disappearance, Julian Brown was showing everybody his idea. People was even warning him that, hey, the government don't like stuff like this. You know, you got to be careful. Julian responded back and stated that he really don't care. He wanted people to know that he was the one who created this idea and invented a way to convert plastic into gas. Even though he knew that it was a big threat towards the government, Julian never wanted to pose a threat to the government. Like he said, he only wanted to help the world with air pollution.
Plastoline, Plastadiesel. Gasoline alternative made from plastic waste, diesel alternative made from plastic waste. Tried in old engines, new engines, large engines, small engines, 2 strokes, 4 strokes. Works, okay? But anyways, I sent out some samples a few weeks ago, and I got results back from my first lab. I'm not gonna spoil the results, but we're waiting on results from the second lab, so that way we can kind of get 2 independent studies and see. So I'm not gonna even hint, but if you can read body language, you can kind of tell. But anyways, I was just collecting some additional samples I'll be sending out to a different lab. And I got these glass bottles, and I just couldn't help but look at how nice and clean. Like, it's crazy to think this was made from plastic waste. And you know me and my...
And I'm just going to say this before I end this video. People be so focused on negativity that negativity always outshine positivity. Nobody don't really know who Julian Brown is unless you've been following him on social media. Nobody talked about Julian Brown on national TV. They would never allow a black man to shine in a positive light. They would never do it. Even though the government knew that this young man was working on a genius-ass experiment, they never talked about it. They rather shut him up. But I'm glad that Julian was recording everything and sharing everything on his social media platform. I'm going to insert his TikTok in my description area, and I'm going to drop these videos, and y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation.
Listen, everybody, I got crazy news that we need to make go viral. The whole world needs to know this. The biggest achievement ever. This is diesel I made from plastic waste. Plastadiesel, okay? From mixed plastic waste, unsorted and dirty plastics. I sent this fuel sample to 2 different labs, 2 independent labs, one in Houston, Texas, and one in Vancouver, Washington. And guess what? Both labs told me that this fuel right here is equitable to diesel from the pump. This fuel right here is actually even cleaner than fuel from the pump because they have certain additives they add to make sure they know when there's leaks of this fuel. This doesn't even have that in there. This will not destroy your engine. This will not give you crazy types of cancer, and I have the scientific data to prove it. And this is a humongous deal because I'm able to take mixed plastic waste, true plastic waste that's not clean or sorted, plastic waste that we really get from the ocean, that we really get from the waste stream, not some... Let's go. So I've created my own gas station that makes fuel from plastic waste. Let's go. So this is plastic crude oil, and as you can see, we have quite a bit of this plastic crude oil. Well, it can be fuel, but we need to refine it and clean it up. So let's do. All right, listen everybody, I can't go into too much detail, but there is some very odd stuff going on. I'm certainly under attack right now in many different ways, and I just want everybody to know to just kind of have your eyes open. And I have my eyes open, but there's a lot going on. So I'm still working, I'm still building. Nothing's gonna stop that, but I'm just telling you guys right now, be on the lookout, because I'm under attack.